I cannot get the song Wait a Minute by Willow out of my head. Like, it legit is in my head on repeat. Like, on repeat, and I don't even know all the words verbatim. Just the part about the sixth dimension, and I can see your heart's intention. This, y'all, like, I'm torn between that song giving me such high vibrations and feeling like the collective is feeling like really low right now. Like, I can't shake this really heavy feeling of frustration. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't know when, because I'm just not there. I don't know when this shift is gonna happen. I don't know when, but this is seriously not the time where people want to play with the chosen ones. I'm getting that heavy. This is not the time. You know, maybe in the past, people may have been able to do some things and kind of just like get away with it and keep going on about their silly little lives as if nothing happened. But the day and age that we're in right now, with this mass shift and this mass awakening, this is not the time where people really want to be out here playing with the chosen ones. I'm getting, for some of y'all, it's been coming in heavy family members. Some of y'all, like, heavy jobs. Some of y'all, it's just been like people in your lives. Like, for someone, I was getting like earlier, like someone trying to go back to school, or someone trying to apply for school maybe for the first time. Maybe you're older and it's been some years, I don't know. And there being people like, well, oh, you need this and you need this and you need, like, just all this unnecessary stuff that you really don't even need for the program that you're trying to do. I'm just getting like all this unnecessary. I'm just hearing heavy unnecessary. And y'all, this is not the time. This is not the time that people really want to be out here playing with the chosen ones, because God is pissed. Y'all, I honestly, I had a dream and I did not even think this was possible. Even as I'm about to tell y'all this, I still don't think this is possible. I don't know if anybody out there is like heavy scientific, because I am. I love science. My favorite subject, well, my favorite subject is actually math, but then science, because in science you get to apply math and like real world applications. So I love science. So when I tell y'all, the beginning of my spiritual journey was difficult for me. Like, difficult for me. I spent my first year of my spiritual journey kind of back and forth in between, this ain't real. Like, oh, it's real. Like, I'm going to pray. I'm going to do this. But like, it's not really real. Like, you know, I'm like super like statistical, right? Like, I love statistics, right? And like, even when like my, like, I have, you know, family members and friends and stuff that are into spirituality, even when they were like, yeah, like, you know, watch tarot and stuff like this. Even when I saw tarot readers, I'm just like, okay, but like, statistically speaking, like, of course what they're saying is accurate. Like, if we have something like, and I'm making up a number because I don't really know, if we have something, some 30 odd billion, trillion, quadrillion, I don't know, however many people in the world, if you have a tarot reader who's like, oh, this is for someone who's in a third party situation, like, out of the trillions of people we have in this world, statistically, there are going to be a few 100,000, if not 1 million, that are in a third party situation. Like, statistically speaking, no matter what you say, it's going to be real for someone's situation, right? Or is that just like me? Like, I'm sorry, I'm skeptic, like super skeptic. So I was like, y'all, like, this is not real. Like, no matter what you say, it's going to be true for someone's situation because of, you know, probability, right? It wasn't until I got my first spiritual reading where it was like a one-on-one, where someone was reading me. When I tell y'all, this woman read me like a deck of cards, I was like, oh, okay, now I get it. Now I get it. Like, now I get it. And it was like eye-opening eye-opening for me, right? Because there were so many things that were told to me in that reading that made sense, that clarified experiences that I've been having all my life, but I just never, like, even like seeing things. Like, I remember being in middle school one day and jumping out of my seat because I saw a black cat run across my desk. And people were looking at me like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, like, nothing, because like we're in class. So obviously there's not a cat running around class. Y'all, for a period of time in my life, I thought I was crazy because I'm seeing things that other people aren't seeing. I legit thought I was crazy. I don't even know if I should be saying this. The wrong person might hear it, might think that I'm crazy. But when I got my first spiritual reading, I'm sorry if I sound like super loud coming through, because I feel like I'm super loud right now. But like, legit, like, my first spiritual reading is what really made all this click for me, y'all. And I'm just trying to tell y'all, like, you know what? I started off telling a story and got so sidetracked. Like, for real, I probably need to be on somebody's Ritalin. But no. But like, y'all, I had this dream, and like, legit, I still don't even know if it was real, but I had this dream, and y'all, it's been heavy, like gods of war coming back. It's been heavy, like, you know what I'm saying, like God's angels coming through and just wiping all this shit clean. I even had a dream about, I don't know why I was going to say Armageddon, or like the book of Revelation, where like everything is, and I'm not saying that because I think it's funny, but like I had a dream where literally the world was set on fire. And when I tell y'all, it was few, like it was very, very, very few that were spared from that. Like, it was like, I remember in the dream, I'm literally sitting on the top of a temple, and it was strange because it wasn't like a Egyptian, like a Kemetic Egyptian temple that's like triangle, or like, what do you call that? Like pyramid shaped, but it was like one of those like Aztec temples where it's 4 sides but the top is like flat, you know. It was one of those type temples, and in the dream I was standing on top of it. It was me and a few other people. When I say few, I cannot stress when I say few, like few, and we are just looking down. And oh, okay, y'all gonna let me go? I guess I'm gonna go because nobody else is going. Y'all, we are looking down and seeing the world and people on fire. I'm talking about people are frantic. They're screaming. People are trying to get away. They're like jumping in their cars, driving. Some woman was like frantic, screaming, like her hair was on fire, and she ran and jumped in her car and tried to drive away, but her car ended up going in like a circle and like bringing her back, and she like kept going, and it got to the point where she was like going in this loop, and then all of a sudden she ended up crashing and the whole car set on fire. It was crazy. But that's not even the dream that I want to talk about. Like, I had this dream that a storm came, right? And it's crazy because like, I'm gonna reopen, I'm gonna wait. I posted a video about when I left my other job, right? And then I closed it down because of certain things that started happening. Like, my supervisor, once I put in my resignation, tried to make life hell for me. Like, legit tried to make life hell for me as I was leaving. And I ended up having this dream where I was at that job, and this huge storm came. Like, this storm came, right? Or these storms were coming, and like the winds from the storm were so powerful that they ripped the building in half. So like the building gets ripped in half. So I'm sitting there next to like another coworker. The building gets ripped in half. We look ahead and see this tornado that's dead ahead, right? Giving real heavy mama oya, right? We see this tornado that's dead ahead. So we were like, oh shit, let's get out of here. Let's run. So we try to turn around and run in the opposite direction, only to see that there's a tornado behind us. So it's like 2 like sister tornadoes, one in front, one behind. So there's no avoiding this, right? We have no choice but to take it head on. So I sit down and I'm thinking, and I say to myself, well, you know, ain't no point in going backwards. So then we turn back around and we decide to face the tornado in front of us. We decide to just face it head on. I look at my coworker and she's crying, right? Understandably. Why? Because shit, right? So I look at my coworker and she's crying. So I grab her hands and I tell her, I say, let's pray. And I've, you know, mentioned this several times, and if you're with it, you're with it. If you're not, you're not. It is what it is. I work with the Orishas. So I tell her, I'm like, I'm knowing in my head that I need to be praying to Mama Oya because of the fact that this is a hurricane coming. But because at that time, what I really wanted was protection. And I don't have favorites, but every now and then you'll hear me say my favorite. Each of them are my favorite, but every now and then I'll be like, oh, this one's my favorite. Oh, that one's my favorite. I love all of them. But like when it comes to protection, I'm just really like big on Ogun, right? I'm big on Ogun, right? The god of iron. So I grab her hands and I say, hey, let's pray to my brother Ogun, because actually I did a video talking about Eshu. Because I have had someone who is trying to spiritually attack me. For what reason, I don't know. I have had someone try to attack me with Eshu, not knowing that me and Eshu are so close. I call him my brother, and I'm still thinking about posting that video. I made this video back on September 8th, the day that I was at the river giving the flowers to Mama Oya, or it might have been the day that I was at the river giving the flowers to Mama Oshun. I don't know. But I did make a video talking about that experience I had with someone who was trying to attack me spiritually using the Orisha Eshu. Big backfire. But anyways, like I work heavy with the warriors, Ogun, Eshu Ilegwa, Ochosi, and Osun. So those are my guys. I work with them so heavy that I legit call them my brothers. Now, you know, like with the male Orishas, you're supposed to be like, oh, Papa Legba or you know, like Father Ogun. Like I work with them so heavy, I just call that big bro, right? But anyways, so we start praying. I start praying to Ogun, please protect us, please guide us. So we go through this tornado, and when we get out on the other side, y'all, we're in a whole new dimension. Like whole time we're afraid, thinking we're about to die, when we were getting elevated. We went to the sixth dimension. Okay, we were in a whole new dimension, and it was like consciousness was just at a whole new level. Like as soon as we entered this new dimension, I just automatically knew things without anyone having to tell me, without needing any sort of confirmation. I just automatically knew things. It was crazy, y'all. Whole new dimension. And it's crazy because like as this mass awakening is happening, we're supposed to actually be, the earth as a whole is supposed to be moving from the fourth up to the fifth. Like we're in the third dimension, slowly moving towards the fourth. We might even be in the fourth at this point, but I feel like nah. But as a whole, the earth is supposed to be moving from the fourth up to the fifth dimension. But it's so much low vibrational things that happen here. The consciousness is so low here, and the spiritual warfare, especially on the Most High's chosen ones, has been so heavy that at this point I feel like that shift is being put to a halt. And what's going to happen now is that the chosen ones and the people who are, you know, getting with the program are going to be elevated. They're going to be elevated. Like the ones who are getting with the program are going to be elevated to the fifth dimension like they're supposed to be. The chosen ones actually are going to go up to the sixth dimension. I'm hearing the chosen ones are about to be experiencing heaven on earth. They're about to be experiencing heaven on earth because they're about to go up to a whole new level. I'm hearing I'm on a new level. Who is that? ASAP Rocky? ASAP Ferg? Who? I don't know. But I'm hearing I'm on a new level, right? They're about to go to a whole new level because the Most High is pissed. The Most High is pissed. Like, y'all, I cannot make this up. And at the same time, I still cannot even believe it. Like, my rational scientific brain is like, that had to be something. I still can't even believe it. But y'all, in the dream, as this storm is coming, I look up and I legit see the face of God in the clouds. And like, not to the point where I can see any, like, that he wasn't a race. For anyone who was like, you know, oh, well, Jesus is black, Jesus is Mediterranean, Jesus, no, he wasn't a race. His face was literally outlined in the clouds. His face was outlined in the clouds. And people were like, oh, well, God is a woman. Well, in my dream, it was a man. But, you know, I'm not here to say here nor there. It could have been a God, maybe not necessarily the Most High. I don't know. But, like, it was God, right? His face was huge. Like, I can't even describe anything. Like, if y'all ever see like those big water towers that y'all drive by, like, the water tower would have been the size of his nose, right? His nose would have been the size of a water tower. Now you use that to compare how big the rest of his face would have been. Like, he was huge, like huge. And like, he was pissed. He was pissed because he sent, you know, his chosen ones. He sent these earth angels down here for a specific mission. And like, this earth is such a low vibrating planet. Like, it ain't even about race and gender and who's the problem. This planet as a whole is so low vibrating that I legit heard a message that like one of his earth angels was so like depressed, was vibrating so low because of what's been happening on this planet, that one of his earth angels took themselves out of here. And he is pissed. He is pissed. And now I'm understanding why those angels of war are coming down. Those angels of war are coming down. They are coming down. I'm hearing London Bridge is falling down. My fair lady. Yeah, it's getting bad. Because the warfare is getting heavy, and I can feel it. It was like at one point the collective was rising and everything was so high vibrational and so happy, and then out of nowhere, it's just like this feeling, this low, just feeling of like, just, I don't even know what to call it. Just dread. Like, it's just this feeling came in, and it's like, I can't seem to shake it. Like, I'm trying, and I can't seem to shake it. It's just like, it's one of those things where, you know, like, you can be having a good day, everything's going fine, and then out of nowhere, you just break out in tears, and you don't even know why. It's just like the masses, the collective, the majority are feeling low at this point, and it's because of all this heavy warfare. And it's crazy because I had this dream, and then just so happened to see a reading today where this reader was saying that God was going to come back early. Like, we already know God was planning on coming back to earth. We already know that was going to happen. But a reader, like in a reading that I don't think she recorded it today, but I just so happened to see it today, where she was like, and it was the girl, what's her cosmic royal family, I think. But I think it was from one of her other channels, though. It wasn't that channel. It was one of her other, I think it was like her Ramallah Amset channel, where she did a video saying that God was going to come back early. And like, it's crazy. It's crazy. But I just so happened to see that video today after having that dream, because like, God is coming back. He's coming back. And he is pissed. And like, right now, I'm just saying, is not the time to be attacking the chosen one. So everyone at this point just needs to be on their best behavior. Everyone needs to get on the right foot. I'm hearing get right or get left. At this point, you either gonna get it right or you about to get left behind. And there is no in between. I'm hearing there is no gray area. There is no gray. And I'm not even one of those white and black kind of people. Well, I mean, in a sense, but like, not really. But like, in this instance, there is no gray area. You either gonna get right or you're going to get left behind. Anyways, y'all, I hope everyone is doing okay. What is today? Today is Thursday, so one more day and then the weekend's coming up. I hope y'all have something fun planned for this weekend. Y'all rest and relax. Rest and relax. Rest and relax. Do something that go get a massage. I've been thinking about that for a while now. Go get a massage. Go get you a nice 30-minute, 45-minute, 60-minute Swedish massage, a deep tissue massage. For someone out there who's been having issues with their back, go get you a deep tissue massage. Go to a spa. Go get you a facial. I don't care. Go to a because like right now I'm feeling hot sitting here in this heat. Go to a sauna. Go to a sauna. Go ahead and sweat out your impurities. Go do a detox. Whatever you have to do. Do something this weekend if you're able to. Do something this weekend to pamper yourself because you need it and you deserve it. Because the Most High just wants you to know that He is so proud of you and everything that you've done and everything that you've accomplished. But anyways, y'all, that's the message for today. I actually did one where I recorded the whole way through without having to stop. And hopefully I wasn't like sucking my teeth too much in this one because I didn't stop to get a drink of water. But y'all, have a blessed day and have a great weekend. Thank you for listening. Bye.